There are two main ways that you can track your calories within the Trainerize app.
So the first one is going to be right under things to do today. You can click on your nutrition and you'll be able to see no meals added for today. And you can hit add meal right there in order to add a meal. The other option is going to be to click on the plus sign in the bottom right and then hit meal 3 down. And it's going to bring up the same exact thing. It's going to bring up a camera for you to take a picture of your meal if you would like. However, you don't have to. You can skip photo. On the left, you can also bring up a photo from your library, but that's up to you. So if you hit skip photo, it's going to bring up a search bar where you can search for ingredients. And it will bring up, just like MyFitnessPal, if you've ever used it, it's going to bring up a bunch of different options. If you search more specifically, it's going to give you a more specific answer. And so it is good to be, put in the exact title of whatever thing you are searching for, and it's going to bring that up. You can click on it, see all the breakdown before you track it, make sure it's the right one. You can switch the serving size, and you can also switch the measurement as well for certain items. You're going to need to be able to switch that. Additionally, you can also click on the right here, this barcode scanner, which is going to allow you to scan barcodes, which is very helpful. It's a very powerful tool. It makes it quick and easy and gets it very accurate for all the things listed in the food. So another thing you'll notice here is that all the recents are going to pop up, so you can quickly add them by just clicking on the plus sign. You'll be able to quickly add them into your meal for the day that you want to log. You also will have favorites here, so when you click on a certain food item, you can click on the heart in the top right to add it to your favorites, and then that food item will show up here, and you can add as many as you would like. Additionally, you've got custom meals, so if something doesn't exist or you can't find it, you could add the ingredients if you know what they are. Another option, if you can't find a certain ingredient, is to, let me just show it really quick. If I search banana and we cannot find it for whatever reason, at the bottom here, you'll see missing food you need, request it here. And so you can make a request and add that in and everything else. And so they can add those foods if they're not already in the library. Now, once you've added things, you hit review, you can look and see, to make sure it's all the right stuff. At the top here, you'll notice you can switch which meal it is that you're tracking. And so you can click that. You can add more food if you need to at the bottom there. And then you can switch the servings and all that if it's something's not correct. And then you can log it. Now, once it's logged, it's going to show that progress on your main screen there. And it's going to tell you how many calories you have left and how many macros for each. Now, one thing you'll notice is if you try to go in and add the same meal again, at the top here, I'm going to change it to dinner. I'm going to apply. It won't allow me to because that meal already exists. I already logged a dinner. So I can't add it again. What I can do instead is click on my main dash meal here, and then I can go down and I can add a food to a meal that already exists. So if I've already tracked a dinner, I can add more to it, but I can't create a whole new dinner. I can also delete stuff from the screen as well, individual items, or I can delete the entire entry by clicking on the 3 dots on the right. You can delete it. You can also copy it to your favorites, or save it to your favorites rather, if you want to save that entire meal. So we're going to look at that next. When you go to your first screen here that pops up to take the photo of the meal, at the bottom you'll notice there are recents. These are going to be recent meals. So dinner, breakfast, snacks, those are going to show up as recents, and you can add the entire meal quickly by just clicking on it. Or you can also save an entire meal, like I showed you a second ago from the other screen, or by clicking on the heart here, and you can actually give it a name, and then it can show up in this favorites area, and so you'll be able to quickly add entire meals from your favorites and log them, which is very nice. Another thing at the top, you can click to change the type of meal, but you can also change the day that you're tracking for. You can click on multiple days as well, so you can go out into the future if you want with this and track for other days. You can track past days. Very powerful. Additionally, one of the maybe most powerful things that you can do here is at the very bottom, you can click to repeat, you can hit that never there, and you can repeat items. And so I can repeat weekly or monthly. Once I apply it, specifically for weekly, I can pick the exact days that I want it to repeat on as well. And so if you eat a meal pretty regularly, you can have it repeat automatically, and it will track that meal automatically on the days that you have it repeating for. So very, very powerful, a little advanced, and it's not something you have to use right away, but it is an option as you get a little more familiar with the app. To keep everything pretty straightforward, I mean, the simple way to put it is just look for your stuff, track it, add it in there, and that's basically it. Now, one other thing is when you go to your meals here, either once you've tracked an item, it'll bring you to the screen, or the other way you get there is just by hitting on 2 meals added. That's going to bring up the screen. I can also click on details, and it's going to show me the overall details for all the meals that I've added that day. So my total breakdown of calories and macros, and I can scroll down further and see all the micronutrients as well, which is pretty nice. Trainerize does allow you to connect MyFitnessPal if you use MyFitnessPal. That is an option, but I do find that a lot of clients have issues with the connection and syncing it to the Trainerize app. And it does just seem like it's a little more straightforward and easy to just use the in-app tracker. So that would be my recommendation if you're willing to learn how to use it. It is simpler, in my opinion, than MyFitnessPal overall. And so there is still a little bit of a learning curve, but hopefully this video is helpful in learning it a little bit faster, and you won't have hopefully as many issues as trying to connect to MyFitnessPal with the Trainerize app. So again, you can still use MyFitnessPal if that's your preference and get it connected, but this just seems to be the easiest option, and it's already built in, and so it's really simple. And that's how you track meals within the Trainerize app.